Hi everyone, my name is kei.rii and welcome to a new video, a new series, a new style of video I'm trying out here. Very exciting, very new stuff. I've never done a video like this where I just talk straight in front of the camera, so I'm learning. I'm getting better at being a little less shy with the camera. And as you can see, as the title of the video suggests, this new series is going to be called Convention Diaries. And the reason I am beginning this series is totally not because I forgot to bring my vlogging camera to the con for 2 days. Totally not the reason. But anyway, welcome to this new series I'm very excited about. So this Convention Diary video is going to be about A-Kon 29, day 3, Saturday of the con, because I totally didn't forget to bring my vlogging camera, totally didn't forget. But before we get into the main content of the video, I would like to shout out Sweet Mochi Cosplay on Instagram. They came up to me on Thursday of the convention and told me that they watched all my videos and stuff, and oh my gosh, like, they have no idea. That really made my day, especially with having to wait in a line for 5 hours. Like, oh, that was the highlight of my day. I just can't explain the amazing feeling that is whenever someone comes up to you and tells you that they watch your videos and, you know, basically saying they support you and stuff. It really means the world. So thank you so much if you're watching this. I hope you are. And please, if you are somebody else watching this, go give them some love. They very much deserve it. So with that said and done, let's move on into the main part of the video. Since I didn't quite end off my Friday vlog, I'm just going to add in a little note about the end of Friday here, even though this is about Saturday. So at the end of Friday, I'll be honest, it was kind of stressful. Last time that I took a little video, Friday was a little bit before Texas Idol Festival rehearsal. Like the time before Texas Idol Festival, I was sort of just roaming around maybe for like an hour or so. I was by myself, which wasn't too much fun because most of my other friends were busy, so I didn't really have anyone to hang out with, unfortunately. But TIF practice wasn't bad. It was pretty fun. We rehearsed our final number, but it was very tiring because our final number song, River, the dance, is very strenuous, and it was very energy consuming. At the time I was wearing Valkyrie Volume 4 Mika Kakihira, and so that costume like velcros in the front, where it looks like the gold part is supposed to connect to the other part of the jacket. I don't know how to describe it, but basically those are velcro, so you can just take it off. You can open up the shirt and take it off, and that's what I did because I wear just a plain black tank top under it, along with like my sports bra, and so I just changed into some shorts and took off the jacket, so I was just in my Mika makeup and my wig, but I had a tank top and shorts on. And my just normal everyday shoes, because I was wearing like dress shoes with Mika. But yeah, and I sat down, I had quite a bit of stuff on Friday. That was a big part of my stress factor that day, is because I didn't have anywhere to put my stuff, and I had like a mountain of stuff that I had to bring to the con that day. And so I had to set all of my stuff, my plethora of different items, onto the ground to the side of where we rehearsed, which was on the 3rd floor, or technically the 2nd floor, but I like to call it the 3rd floor because that makes more sense to me, because there's like a middle floor, and that seems more like a 2nd floor, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I have to set all of my items to the side on the ground while we rehearse, and when I come back, Capri Sun was spilt all over my jacket top of my Valkyrie costume, so that wasn't fun. So I wouldn't have been able to put the costume back on if I had wanted to, and I did want to because CJ was still there in Shu, and I still wanted to be cosplaying with her in our duo cosplays. But yeah, I was pretty bummed about that, so then I had to carry around my jacket for the rest of the day, and I don't know what exactly happened, but I was just sort of bummed out as well because my other friends were a bit stressed out, so that a bit rubbed off on me. So I was tired and a bit stressed out, so I really did want to go to the Gardadelia and Bradio concerts, because the Gardadelia concert was right after the TIF rehearsal. I went for a little bit and I realized I was just way too exhausted to even pay attention, so I just left, and I was sad about it, but I just left and rested with my friends and hung out with my friends until we left the con. And I was super excited to see Bradio live, and I didn't get to because I was so exhausted, and I was really bummed out about that too, like even more so than Gardadelia. But yeah, at the end of Friday there really wasn't much left after that. Just hung around until I left, and again, pretty bummed out I couldn't see the concerts, but oh well. I think my health is more important than going to a concert. But yeah, that was about it for Friday. It was probably the least favorite day. Even though it had my favorite costume in that day, like Miko was my favorite costume of the con, but it was still my least favorite day despite having my favorite costume, but oh well. So I'll move on to Saturday. So Saturday was the turning point of the convention for me, because it got a lot better than the past 2 days of the convention. I remember getting there kind of early, and I was going to have rehearsal with Tanoshi Project that morning, but I got there maybe an hour or so before, so I just hung out with my friends who were also there already, and then the whole group met up and we had a little bit of rehearsal before our performance at 4, and that went well. It lasted about an hour or two, I don't quite remember. You see, the downside of taking a month and a half to film a Con Diary video that I had been planning since right after A-Kon is that I don't quite remember it very well. But oh well, what can you do? Life kinda slapped me in the face. But yeah, rehearsal went well, and then after rehearsal we had maybe 2 or 3 hours. We maybe had 2 or 3 hours until we had to meet up again for a performance, and during that time I remember just hanging out with friends and goofing around, you know, just having a time at a con, hanging out in ASA Nico. I forgot to mention, I came to the con in after school activity Nico, put a picture of that costume right over here, and it's honestly, it's not a very uncomfortable costume, and it's not the most comfortable costume, but it's bearable to wear throughout most of the day, because I wore it for most of the day. After hanging out with my friends, I met up with Tanoshi Project again, and we prepared for our performance. And at 4 we performed, and oh my gosh, it was so awesome. The crowd I was not expecting. It was a very large crowd, the biggest we've had yet, and it was only our second live performance ever. And I'm a bit sad we had to face away from the big windows because that caused some lighting problems with like photos and videos, but oh well, what can you do? That's really the only space we had, and we were not gonna perform outside in the like 100-degree heat. No thank you. Basically, the live went very well and I'm so happy about it, so if you would please go watch the video of our performance on our YouTube channel, Tanoshi Project, 2 exclamation marks after Tanoshi, and in Tanoshi 2 eyes. Anyway, I'm just so pleased with how we all performed and how pumped the crowd was, and it was one of the highlights of that day for sure. And I just love my friends so much, and I loved performing with them. It really was one of the highlights of that day. And I remember afterward, most of us went to eat in the food court together. We were sweaty and hungry, so we were like, we can go eat. I don't remember if A-Kon had a food court last year. I don't think they did. Maybe they did. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but whatever. But I just think it was neat that they had this big food court, even though the food choices weren't like the best. My vegetarian friends were complaining about it, but so yeah, we all went and we ate, and we had live streamed the whole thing, so we watched the live stream over again on our Instagram and looking at how we did, because I mean we can't exactly see how the whole performance went if we're the performers, but we did have a feeling it went well anyway. But we were very excitedly watching the playback of our live, and ate some yummy food, and I got my energy restored. I mean, I was pretty pumped up from performing anyway, but I could feel myself needing nutrients. So yeah, and I don't think I had anything planned after the performance until 9, whenever we had to meet for Texas Idol Festival. So I believe after that I just hung around with friends, and about an hour or two before we had to meet up for Texas Idol Festival, I changed into my Texas Idol Festival outfit, and I unfortunately had to wear my Nico wig with my Texas Idol Festival getup because I had nowhere. None of my friends were available to let me use their hotel room to do my hair, because my plan was to use my real hair with my pink strip. Which side is it on? This side. Which is now blue in this video because I dyed it blue for Miku Expo. But yeah, it was pink at the time, and I was going to have my pink little slice of hair showing, but I had to keep my Nico wig on, and I just took out one of the twin tails and made it into a ponytail in the back. But yeah, even though I was a little sad I couldn't do the hairstyle I wanted to do, I still looked adorable, so that's all that matters, right? Me and Cherry and Lily all hung out. That was 3 out of 4 of us in Sync Floors. We all hung out for the 2 hours before we went to Texas Idol Festival, and it was lots of fun. We just goofed around, and then once we met up with everyone in Texas Idol Festival, that was also just as fun, because man, I just love everyone who participated in that Idol Festival. They were all so much fun to talk to, and I love you all if any of y'all are watching this. Those of us in Sync Floors were super excited right before the Idol Festival started, because we're the first act, so we were just like, oh my gosh, whenever this thing starts, we're the first to go, oh my gosh, we're going so soon, you know, the normal pre-performance stuff. So once Milky Kitty announces us, we get up onto the stage and we perform Laboratory, and then we have Twinkle Days, and then Hide and Seek Envy and Tokyo Retro or Tokyo Metro. I don't remember which word it is, but oh well. But we did so well. I just know we did, and I was very, very happy with that performance, and I had so much fun because those dances were so fun, and I was so proud of all 5 of us, and thank you so much to May, if you're watching this, I love you, for helping us out. Even though she wasn't technically a part of our dance troupe, she still filled in for us, and we deeply appreciate it. But yeah, afterwards, our performance, I was still so pumped, because the Idol Festival kept going, of course, and I cheered with all my might for the performers after us. There were 7 of us in total, and I just cheered with all my might with my pen light in my hand, and I was just really in my element, because idols and performing are just my favorite things, and this Idol Festival really just ties in everything that I love, so I was so enthusiastic, and I had so much fun in the audience for the rest of the Idol Festival. And then we all got together for the final number at the very end, River by AK48, for River by AKB48, and we all did so well yet again, and I'm so proud of all of us. And if you were also in the Texas Idol Festival at A-Kon, and you're watching this, I love you. You did amazing. Mwah, mwah. And if you were there at the Idol Festival, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed all the performances we put on. We all worked very hard, I'm sure. I just really had a great time at that event. That was definitely my highlight of the convention, along with the Tanoshi performance. But yeah, the Idol Festival didn't end until a little after 12, and then right after that was the Idol meet and greet, so all of us gathered in a line, so people who wanted to come in for the meet and greet would go through this line and they'd talk to all of us. We were second to last. Sync Floors was second to last in the meet and greet line, but yeah, it was cool. We got to talk to some people who supported us, and it was amazing getting to meet all the people that supported us, because it just, like I said before, the people that support me, just, they mean the world to me, and it means the world to me to know that people support me, and just, oh my god, just, ah! I hope I can participate in the Texas Idol Festival again, because that was so much fun. But yeah, that's how my Saturday ended, because I left right after the Idol meet and greet, because by that time it was like 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, overall I think Saturday was a pretty great time, and I had lots of fun. So I'm very happy that A-Kon took a turn for the better by Saturday. But that's about it for my diary of day 3 of A-Kon 29. I hope you enjoyed watching, I hope you enjoyed hearing my experience, and I hope you will watch my next con diary, which will be about Sunday of A-Kon, and my neck is itchy. I hope I will catch you in the next video. Yeah, let's do this. Hajimemashite minasama. Oh wait, no, not sama. Doubles of everything. Wool. But what was I saying? I need to drink water.